Here we are back for another show. The dynamic duo is back.
That's right. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
You're a different color.
I am.
Than you were.
I am. So I'm a
Last time.
I'm a different shade of Jeff, and I match these sunglasses.
That
somebody left here. So if you've lost these sunglasses that match my forehead and
don't show
the red hue on my arm. It gets a smack if you're not careful. So yeah, if these are yours, I think I could rock these, quite frankly.
I think you can get that sun chop out and put those on and rock and rolling.
I got crispy fried on the slingshot this weekend.
Yeah, we won't show your legs. I've seen your legs.
They're rough.
I was telling you this morning,
all up in there.
As a child, I never burned. Now I crisp. If I don't like, sunscreen up, like SPF 100.
Yeah, my vitamin D is through the roof right now. I'm still soaking it in.
Got enough for the rest of the summer.
That's right. Well, look, thanks for watching Lancaster Connects, the show not about sunburn or lost sunglasses. This show about small business and small charity success here in Lancaster County, and we love highlighting it. So we need your help spreading the word of this show. So you can do that by commenting. You can do that by sharing, and you can do that by moving the cursor or your finger over, one little emoji over and hitting the love button, because that really helps the algorithm out. There you go. Ben's got it.
It's the one that looks like a heart.
That's right. I feel like if I would have done that, I'd have had a sun tattoo of a heart this weekend after all the crispifying I got done to myself this weekend. But anyhow, so when you do comment on the show, we're going to spin up the prize later at the end of the show, and you'll enter to win some amazing, we should have had that better planned out, one on your side, one on my side.
That's all right.
Some less snore, more cuddle swag. These are fantastic. Hydro flask, coffee tumbler, keep your drinks nice and cool. So if we draw your name at the end of the show, you can win one of those, or you can win a $25 gift card to a local restaurant.
You fit a lot of coffee in here.
It's
a big coffee. It's a grande.
Grande.
Is that what they call that at Starbucks?
Is that bigger than Vente?
Oh, I don't know. Is that the term?
Chris was our producer from Cast Ahead. By the way, if you need fantastic podcast, video cast production, he was just in Europe. Maybe he can answer that question.
That's true.
Although I talk about Europe as though it's like Italy, like it's one big place.
Right.
I know better. But anyway, our mutual friend, Kurt Mercadante, definitely is in Italy this week. Yeah, he's merking it up over there.
Never been to Italy.
With the whole Mercadante crew and lineage. Pretty cool.
Very neat. Look, there's Drew going by.
Yeah.
Drew, wave. Oh, just waved out of the camera.
Doesn't feel like doing the commands.
No, I don't.
Anyway, if you want to catch this kind of tomfoolery, you can do so on pretty much anywhere. You can search something that's connected to a device. Yeah.
YouTube.
Yep.
Gardner's Mattress and More and Lancaster Connects, Facebook and YouTube channels.
And then even LinkedIn, you'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're like everywhere. Yeah. And podcast channels.
Well, yeah.
Listen to us in the vehicle.
Yeah, if you want to listen to it. But then you don't get to see my pretty red face.
This is true. Yeah.
And you don't get to see me do this. Rock these.
I think
I'm digging the shit. Oh, look. If I go that way, it matches my arm.
See. I think every episode we should have a different accessory.
Yeah.
Hats, whatever.
I came across a silver chain I used to wear back when I was cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bring that out.
That's what I'm talking about. Remember those baby beanies we had one time?
What?
We had baby beanies. We did I forget why we made a special post about it. We had it was like a baby photo.
I thought
You
you
know
were.
what we're talking about.
I thought you were going. Okay. I was real concerned for Ben there for a hot second.
We do some fun things here, right?
We do.
Yep,
We do.
Yep.
Which, before we bring our guests on, we're very proud to say, I don't know, we should have been more prepared for this one. We have a whole new Tempur-Pedic display here at the store. And
Chris
it's
can probably
about,
find it on your Facebook channel.
it is about as fly as these shades. I got to tell you.
It's awesome. It's as cool of a display as we've ever had here at Gardner's.
I've never been more proud of black paint and sticks of wood that are black than I am right now.
I mentioned last week on the show that the showroom is newly painted. Nice gray wall back here. Most of the showroom's gray, and over the next couple months we'll be
Come to Gardner's. Look at our gray wall.
Look at the gray wall. It's really nice compared to what it looked like before. We looked okay before, but it was all kind of like 12 years.
11 years. Fashion changes.
That's right.
Like
That's
me
right.
wearing these shades. Like maybe 3 years ago, I never would have been rocking it, but I'm feeling it.
We are elevating
Keep
the
them on
look
this show.
of the show.
By the way, if you've lost these, come get them. You can have them. Maybe
at 3:00.
Yeah, not during the show.
We're elevating the level and the look of the showroom to the level of the product and service that we offer here at Gardner's. It's really, really cool. We had a meeting this morning at 9:00 with some other showroom improvements that we're doing. You're just in love with these.
I'm trying to
like
get
mirror them.
I'm trying to get the lights to go in my. I'm just one big child, folks. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
We probably should.
My
bring on our
wife
guests.
has been putting up with me forever. Yeah. Anyway, cool new store, cool new display, a lot of cool new stuff that we're showing. Look, we're kind of a big deal here in Lancaster. Come check us out. That's our reviews saying that, our customers saying that. But anyway, let's bring our guests on before we just bring on blank screens because they're like, enough of this.
So we have got today.
Okay, 7 minutes, not so bad.
Two great guests. We've got Donna Giovingo. Did I say that correctly?
You did.
And we've got Tim Keller. They are part of the Lancaster County Association of Realtors. They're in the Community Partnership Committee within the Lancaster County Association of Realtors.
Ben's already committed an infraction.
Oh, what have I done?
It's Lancaster County Association of Realtors.
Realtors. What did I say?
Right?
Realtors.
Right? Am I right? You can say I'm
Correct.
right.
Correct.
I know that's a big thing in your world. You have to say it, Realtor.
Realtors.
Yes, that's a whole thing.
My apologies, guests. I
Well-
didn't mean to offend.
Well, especially here in Lancaster, we also have realtor. They've made it a 3-syllable word also.
Right.
So it's, yeah.
At least I didn't create that level of offense. Right?
Guess almost
True,
walked off the show.
Good thing they're virtual.
That's right. We'd have just played cartoons if they left. I guess that would be our contingent. Anyway.
That's right. So, little icebreaker question. Donna, you can go first. First, two-parter.
Okay.
First, how long have you lived in Lancaster? The show is about Lancaster County and all the great things going on in Lancaster County. So, first is how long have you lived in Lancaster? And then tell us a little bit about your profession. You're a realtor, part of the Lancaster County Association of Realtors. So, just tell us a little bit about yourself there.
I have been in Lancaster for 17 years now. I did get my license pretty quickly, so I've been an agent for 16 years. I am with, obviously, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Homesale Realty. I love helping people buy and sell homes, giving them the information to make the best decision for their life. And also, if they want, I also talk to them about if it could be a good career option for them also.
Very good.
Yeah.
And prior to 17 years ago, where was home for you?
I was in Long Island, New York.
Oh, cool. Very, very nice.
I was the Lancaster County tourist since I was probably like a 10-year-old, and finally decided as an adult to move here with my family.
Well, that's awesome. All the memories you created as a child and
Yep, all the tourist attractions, places I went. I know them all.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Tim, same question. How long have you lived in Lancaster, and tell us a little bit about what you do?
I've lived in Lancaster County all my life. I grew up in Mount Joy and went to school at Donegal and currently live in East Hempfield. So just about 60 years in Lancaster County. So I am CEO of H.K. Keller. We are realtors and auctioneers. And we sell anything from homes to all the stuff in the house and everything outside the house.
Very nice.
I'm the second generation. I have two sons involved with the business. So we love getting to work with my sons every day.
That's really cool.
So, Tim, being from Mountain Joy, are you, I had a customer, I don't want to say indignant because that's not the right word, but it may as well have been.
I know what you're going to say. Don't abbreviate the Mount, correct?
Exactly. Is that?
They take it very seriously. You know, I've traveled a little bit, and Lancaster County is one of the few places you go where people will so easily correct you on things like the abbreviation or the pronunciation.
That's the better phrase. I was happily corrected.
Yeah. Yep. So people get offended if they it's not MT Joy, and part of the reason it's not named after a mountain, it's actually named after a ship, and that was that's the origin.
That I did not know.
We did not know that.
Dropping
the trivia.
There you go.
So
there you go.
So Tim, not to put you on the spot, but can you give us an auction call? Like, is that something?
Sure. That's
he's very talented.
We are going to sell. We're going to sell a mattress right now. Here you go. What do you want to give? Give me 35. Give me $4,000 to start it. 4 and now 45. 45. And now 500. Bid 5. 5,500. 55 and now $6,000. $6,000 here. Sold it for $5,500. Thank you very much.
Boom.
That's awesome. I love it.
I'm like just blown away.
I think the show's over.
Yeah. Good night, Seinfeld. Go out on a high note. There it is.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Tim.
So just real quick, there's a whole, as I understand it, there's a whole cadence, and every auctioneer kind of grabs their riff and beat and style. Is that right?
Yeah, and you know we're blessed here in Lancaster County. Last time I checked, there were 150 licensed auctioneers in Lancaster County, and it's an exciting profession. There are some here that they work at the auto auctions, and that's pretty much what they do. We don't have many tobacco auctioneers. It's a great Google or YouTube trip to Google tobacco auctioneers. That's a whole different chant. At our fundraisers, we use more of what we call a gallery style, where because we're not dealing with professional buyers like you would at a horse sale or livestock or a car auction. We're working with the general population, general public, and so you're not going to scratch your nose and buy something at one of our real estate auctions or at one of our fundraisers. But yes, they're very distinct and different styles.
That's so cool. I've never been to a live auction. I think that would be something neat to do.
There's a lot of great auctions every week here in Lancaster, and great. Yeah, it's a great experience.
It is a very cool experience to be at.
Yeah, very neat. I was just out on a tobacco farm 2 weeks ago at a big cigar event. There's a wonderful family, the Welk family. They grow and actually have germinated. This is like turned into the show, a little known Lancaster County trivia. By the way, if my eyes are weirding out, I think those sunglasses. I think those sunglasses are prescription, and I just all of a sudden I'm getting kind of vertigo-ish. But anyhow, so the Welk family farm had a Drew Estate cigar barn smoker event a couple weeks back, and that was a very cool experience. So a lot of hidden gems here in Lancaster. Who knew?
Who knew?
So tobacco auctioneer, we just sold a mattress auctioneer, car auctioneer. Jeff just about fell off his stool. So anyway.
So the Community Partnership Committee is part of the Lancaster County Association of Realtors, and you both are on that committee. Tell us about what that committee is formed for and what your goal is with that committee.
Okay. The Community Partnership Committee was formed 34 years ago. LCAR actually partnered up with, it was called Harbor Doll or Harbor Adult at that point. And then the name has been changed several times. And then it was became the Transitional Living Center, now part of Tenfold as well. And so we happily wanted to find something to help the Lancaster County community, and that's where we decided we would partner up with our fundraiser every year. We do this fundraiser, like I said, for 34 years. And we have donated 591,000 in those
Wow.
34 years. And LCAR is just so happy to do that for them every year. And it's a big event. The Community Partnership Committee gets together once a month for an hour with the committee. Every year we have a new committee. Sometimes it's the same committee members. I've been the chair for many years, and I very much enjoy doing this because a lot of times people don't realize how many people could be suffering or challenging situations in their lives in Lancaster County. And the TLC committee, TLC itself is just like amazing for what they do to the community, how they help them. And it's all about people that want to help themselves. So it's a helping hand organization.
So the transitional. Yeah.
Did I go off a tangent?
Well, actually, let's back up. The Lancaster County Association of Realtors. Maybe Tim, you can answer this. What is that association, and what is the goal of that organization?
So it's a professional organization in Pennsylvania. As in most states, you need to be licensed to sell real estate. Most real estate agents and brokerages are part of the Board of Realtors. So it would be the National Association of Realtors, the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors, and then locally, the Lancaster County Association of Realtors. So it's a professional association for real estate agents and brokers.
Correct.
And what
other people can join the other people can join on the different committees and be part of LCAR if they have a profession that might be part of purchasing a home, such as Tim being an auctioneer, an inspector, an appraiser. Many people can be part of the association if they want to.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Many mortgage lenders are part of the association.
Correct.
Banks and so there's affiliate memberships also.
Yeah, our mutual friend Bill Hockery, who is also part of the committee, is a fantastic home inspector.
Correct.
And he kind of connected the dots in the background of the show. In fact, Bill inspected my home 3 years ago when we moved. So that's how I became aware of him. I found him on Google actually, and he did a fantastic job at our house. So shout out to Bill. If you need a home inspection, he's your guy.
He is a great guy.
Yep.
Yeah, so we all do come together to, help and work for the community, as well as, each one of our clients who are looking to buy and sell homes.
That's very good. So talk a little bit about the TLC, the Transitional Living Center. That's not part of LCAR. In fact, I think they're part of a different organization. But talk a little bit about the Transitional Living Center and what their goal is. What do they do?
Do you want me to take this, Tim?
Sure. Yes. Go ahead.
They do help end homelessness in Lancaster County. So it was originally the King Douglas Hotel down on King Street in Lancaster County. And it is an old hotel, and each floor has different individual people that stay in there. So it could be like a single person, it could be a family, it could be a couple. And the top floor is the Veterans Victory House. So anyone that is going through some hardship and finding themselves in a situation where they need some help can reach out to TLC and apply to live in the building for whatever time they need. Thankfully, they're normally there anywhere between 3 to 6 months. Usually you see people transitioning out pretty quickly because the way the TLC program is set up with many volunteers helping someone, financially get ready, back on their feet, helping them find a job, whatever it may, helping them find a home, helping them get the goods to live in their homes again. And that is part of the reason that we love it so much, because, we're trying to help them help themselves, which is what they want.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
The thing that I find
What-
interesting
Go ahead.
is Ben and we went over to Aaron's Acres this morning to visit their
Okay.
camp. If you're either of you are familiar with Aaron's Acres or our listeners,
Yes.
fantastic charity locally that helps children with disabilities, amazing program. And so I was talking with Ben, he was kind of working me through the strides of how LCAR connects to Tenfold, connects to TLC. And I said, if you know the movie Inception, it's kind of like Charityception because it's just all these different layers, right? But I find it interesting how, I don't know, maybe coming from the business world, I really always am in awe of how charities come together, for a mission.
Yeah.
You don't really see that so much in the business world, but I just think it's really neat how everything comes together. Tim, you were going to say something. Maybe you could speak to that, or Donna, you could pick that up. But you were going to jump in with something.
Lancaster County we have a lot of generosity here in Lancaster County, and one of the things about homelessness is when you say that word homelessness, most people think about somebody wearing a bathrobe pushing a shopping cart down the street. And while there is some of that, homelessness is also someone who, their husband passes away and they're out of an income, or someone gets incarcerated and the rest of the family is stuck.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people who are just, one paycheck or two away from homelessness. These aren't crazy people roaming the street. These are people like us who can just have a few things happen to them, or maybe it was a bad decision, or maybe it was just life that happened to them that put them in a position for homelessness.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people, they don't choose it. Right.
No.
It's something that life circumstances happen and there's a need there. Does the TLC help countywide, or is it Lancaster City specific?
They do help countywide, and I know there have been other people that have come in from other counties that have reached out to TLC, and depending on the situation, and they really want the help because that's the big thing with TLC. They're not going to help you unless you really want to help yourself. There's guidelines that you must abide by in order to live in the building and want to help yourself. So I know that they do help other people from other counties as well, if that's the situation. But it is for all of Lancaster County.
And I like that, when you said there are process, procedure, expectations, I do like that component personally for, I would kind of sum that up as a hand up as opposed to a handout.
Correct.
Right. It's a basis of, okay, we're here to help you. We understand and have empathy for your position, but let's give you a foundation of future success.
Correct.
Maybe recalibrate some skills, some ways of thinking, some commitment to maybe budgeting or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But I really like that's there. That's what truly helps people.
Yeah. They do have people that come in and they'll do budgeting with them. They'll help them figure out how much they have to put away, from whatever money they're getting in. They have medical people that come in and volunteer to work with people. They have students that come in and work with the children after school. All different people that come. There's construction people that come in and do carpentry and do whatever handyman stuff they need in the building. So it's a lot of people coming together that we don't see on a daily basis, and you don't know all the kindness that they're doing to help the other people.
Yeah.
So we had a question come in to Keisha, who's a Lancaster Connects super fan.
Yeah.
Tim, is there a wait list for the TLC program, and what does that look like? If somebody is in need, who should they contact? How do they get?
I'm going to have to defer that to Donna if she knows about the wait list. I do not know what that need is.
There is a wait list, but I know that it depends on like the situations of every person. They're going to try to get you in there as fast as possible because thankfully there are people that transition out pretty quickly because like Tim said, there's all different levels of what someone needs when they're homeless. So you might have someone that's only needing to be there a month before they're back on their feet. So yeah, it's just a matter of contacting TLC. You could actually walk in there, you can give them a call and leave a message. They are all, volunteers there. Their staff that's employed there is very small. So you always have to remember just to, take the time, give the information, someone will get back to you. And a lot of people that are going through Tenfold as well are being contacted are being sent over to TLC as well.
Yep.
So either one you can contact.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Tenfold is the organization that has the TLC, that presents the TLC program. Is that correct?
Correct. Because Tabor, Lancaster Housing Partnership, and TLC all came together, and now that's where they created the name Tenfold.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. Sounds like Tenfold's an organization we should have on at some point.
Yes,
yeah, I mean
definitely.
that's the thing. It's like this is a kind of like a 3-for episode. We have LCAR on. We get to highlight you, and it sounds like we get 2 more. And that might sound selfish, but when you do a show like we do, Mondays come around quick, and we want to find great guests that are doing great things here in the county. So that's great. So if you can make an intro, that's awesome. We'll have them on.
I'll definitely let them know.
Yeah. So we answered Takesha's question. Don Peters was asking for Bill's name again.
Tim, how do you say his last name? Is it Hockery?
I believe so.
Hockery?
I don't have his direct contact. I don't know, Don, if you have Bill's contact
Spell
information.
it out right now or you're off the show.
He's precise. You can Google him, Precise Inspecting in Lancaster. So that'll get to him, Don. Precise Inspecting. But he's a fantastic.
I'm glad you appreciate my humor and didn't take that like it's all serious. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta turn the camera off.
And there was another comment earlier, Jonna, also Lancaster Connect superfan. Donna, she gave your husband a shout out. She said, "You're a rock star and you have a talented husband." So not sure what that means, but Jonna is a fan of yours as well.
My husband used to be a culinary and pastry chef.
Oh,
Well, hey,
yeah, we like pastries.
just saying, if pastries showed up here one day, just saying. Yeah, there's Bill's website. So we show Bill's site off. He made the connection here to us today, so that's great.
So Tim, how? And I know the answer, but tell our guests how I'm going to butcher it again. Community Partnership Committee and the LCAR. How do you raise funds to support the Transitional Living Center?
So for a number of years, we held a fundraising dinner and auction. And then, of course, we went through COVID just like everybody else. Last year, we decided to change the event, and we held it at the Barnstormers Clipper Stadium. And we had a cornhole tournament. We had live band. People pay an admission price. We do a live auction. And that's how the money was generated last year. And we're committed to doing the same thing this year.
Very cool. So I guess it's that time to talk about that, right?
Let's talk about it.
It looks like it from the list of questions. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
You spent more time on this list of questions than I did, so I don't want to like rain on the parade. So you have an upcoming event that you're doing.
We do.
If you've heard, the date is September 20th. Lemons Out of Lemonade, our Barnstormers team, is #1 seed. I'm way out of my element here.
Throwing the ball well and hitting the ball well.
Yeah, he's the baseball guy. I'm not. But yeah, so they're #1. So that means the stadium will be in use in September for baseball.
Playoff baseball.
Correct.
Which I'm sure Rob Liss and the owners are happy about as owners of a team.
Michael Reynolds,
GM. Shout out to those guys. But so you're going to have this event in September, but the date needs to change. But let's talk about what the event's all about and how much fun it's going to be.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It always is. Everyone likes to come. Anybody can buy a ticket. We do sell a lot of the tickets to realtors as well as inspectors, mortgage lenders. Anybody that wants to come can come. But basically we get a lot of realtors that come and anyone in our profession. So you can buy a ticket. It's $100 for the ticket to get in. That gets you the food from Hess's Barbecue. We'll be providing the food, which is awesome. Then we do have a live auction. We do have a band that always will come out and play for us. Apparently we're going to have some karaoke this year, and you'll be paying $50 to sing. So what we're hoping is that we're going to have other realtors want to pay $50 to get someone else to sing.
And you can't say no if you get nominated to sing, right?
Well, you would think that they wouldn't say no. And it's a good charity. And then we will have the cornhole competition, which is a fun competition. And we do have, first place winners. Last year, they received a $500 gift card.
That's very good.
And it's, then we do have like beverages for everyone as well.
How many people attend this event?
Well, when we originally, when we were at the other venue, it was, we could only allow up to 200 people. And that's what we normally would sell. But now being at the Barnstormers, we can pretty much sell as many tickets as we want. So last year we had close to 200. We had a different crowd come out, which was really super nice because I think because of the venue and we were outside. So it is, someone's asking a question, I think. It is $100. Well, it's $50 a person too if you want to play cornhole. So $100 per team.
Okay,
that's cool. Yeah, Jeff, you're banned from going outside for a while, so we can't participate in the cornhole tournament.
Well, we are undercover. We're under the
good. The concourse. So the date was in September. What do you expect potentially the date to be?
We're just hoping to move it a week because I just talked to the Barnstormer committee over there about a half an hour ago, and they said that we're looking at the following week. So we just have to make sure that the community partnership committee agrees on the date. So we're meeting on Wednesday. So we'll definitely have date secured by Wednesday.
Cool. And
so just like 1 week out, we're looking at that following Tuesday because right now we're September 20th and we're looking at I believe it's the 29th.
Gotcha. So where would you announce that? Would that be on Facebook somewhere or on a website?
we will have it on the Lancaster County Association of Realtors, the LCAR Facebook page, our Instagram page, and like all of us as realtors will be putting it out there.
Very good. And Tim, maybe you could talk a little bit about the auction. It's a live auction. Is it an auction like you do an auction? And what do you auction?
We will probably have 12 to 14 things from sports memorabilia. Last time we had some things from the movie Sandlot.
Yeah,
and
cool.
some autograph piece there. We saw overnight stays here with Lancaster and other places. Just a variety of experiences and gifts. So it's a lot of fun to be there, but also some great experiences from some Airbnb experiences here in Lancaster and
cool
other things. So we got some good items coming in so far, and there'll be more to add.
Can you share any sports memorabilia that's going to be at this year's auction?
Donna, I remember.
You notice how he makes the show all about himself.
I just want to know.
I'm not a big sports guy either. I do know we do have one thing from Donna. This is right with Cousin Eddie.
We do have the we did buy that one. Yes, the Cousin Eddie one
from National Lampoons.
Yes, Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
And we do have
I think
another
it's a picture of him at the RV and a quote.
Okay. Oh, well, I need that for the campsite.
And we do also have another Sandlot one too, as well.
That's really cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
unique things that you're just not going to find anywhere
Yeah,
else.
because
Yeah.
if you're familiar with Sandlot, we do have the picture and it says "You're killing me, Smalls."
Very good.
Nice.
Very
So
cool.
that's
Nice.
the one we'll be auctioning off, and then we also are auctioning off a Star Wars one as well.
A lot of
that
Star
gets,
Wars
that
fans
gets a lot
around.
of people going.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
and then we have liquor baskets that we do because the committee, yeah, those go over well. But the donations of the stays and restaurants, that kind of stuff does really well also.
Yeah,
Nice.
very nice.
The other thing,
I might just
the
have
other
to
thing
come
that
for the
happens
liquor
that-
basket raffle.
The other thing that's happened that's pretty special. We do what we call a live appeal, where people just
Oh,
making
right.
outright donations to Tenfold, to TLC,
Okay.
and that's pretty energizing to see that the people that are there working together to really make a difference just by making a donation beyond their ticket price to say, "Yep, I want to be part of this." A lot of generosity there.
Well, the pro tip on that is you get the liquor baskets raffled off early, and
Well-
then you give out fun free mixers, and you crack those open, and then you do the appeal like 45 minutes later.
We find that does help.
Yeah, and your numbers go up. Follow me for
numbers-
more tips.
Yeah, definitely go up. And what's really nice too is that the Barnstormers are nice enough to donate one of their 6 nights of one of their suites. So
Nice.
That's cool.
all the money that we get back from that goes completely, to TLC.
And Donna, you shared earlier in the show about how long the LCAR has been raising funds to fight homelessness and how much. What were
Correct.
those numbers again?
See, I was the good host. I wrote that down.
Well,
I
I-
let you.
34
I think it's important,
years.
so I wanted to.
Well, I
34
didn't really
years.
answer his question. That I was like so excited to talk about that. 34 years we have LCAR has been fundraising for TLC, and we are at 591,000 so far.
Wow,
That's
So,
great.
yeah.
$500,000.
Pretty excited.
And what do you expect to raise at this event? Is there a target?
Yes, I always try to outdo my number.
Sure.
So since I've been chairing every year, we usually raise about at least 30 to 32,000. So it would be really nice
Wow.
to do 40,000. So
Sure.
why not?
Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
That's why we were, having it at Clipper Stadium is really amazing and fun. And it's right downtown where we're trying to raise money for. And it's large enough where we can have a larger crowd of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a question. So it's 4 to 8 on whatever night you're going to have it.
Whenever it is, yeah.
Yeah. Is it the sort of thing where you can just come, like if you can't come until 5 or 6, you just come whenever you
Yes.
can and leave whenever
Yep.
you can. Yep.
If you're playing
Very good.
cornhole, you have to be there by the time that starts, and that starts
Yep.
at 4:30.
That's cool.
There's a guy I guess cornhole has its whole own professional league,
Yeah.
but there's a guy who is just a stone cold killer at throwing those beanbags. I mean, I'm scrolling through social media. I see that video pop up. I'm like, there's no way he's going to get that in. But then 2-3 throws later, he just sinks that one with another one.
Is he a
Yeah.
Lancaster County guy or?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
We
sure.
we always try to tell everybody
Way to
when
step on the story, Ben.
Well, it's a Lancaster-based show, man.
we want people to know that it's a fundraiser and we're out to have fun. So we want people that are competitive, but we just like to put that out there.
Yeah, I come to win. Just saying. Just saying. So before we move on, I got to ask this question, Tim. So you've got your own cadence, but do you have a buffet of auctioneer cadences you could dazzle us with right now, or not?
You know what? It really has to do with what's happening in the bidding. So yeah, I can do the chant here, but I really do much better when people are actually bidding and using real money. So
right.
at the event
Oh,
is when
look at this
I
tease.
turn it loose.
When he sees the green,
I like it.
turns it
I
on.
like it. If you want it, yeah, I like it. I don't know. I've always been enamored with what you do, and just the cadence and the rhythm and really paying attention. That I think is the most intriguing part to me, because like you said, like there is the nose. I'm sure you have people that follow you around for estate sales and whatnot, so you might get to know those bidders. But there's always new people as kind of wild cards. So it's just such a skill that is a really interesting one to me.
Yeah, the chant or the bid calling is a part of it, but what makes a successful auctioneer is someone that can read the audience. It's just salesmanship at high speed. So basically, people bid with their eyes. That's what I'm looking at. We'll see the motions when people raise their hand, but you're watching for their eyes, and oftentimes we can tell that somebody's ready to bid or going to bid before they do, and actually go to them and say, call them out or offer them the bid, and they're kind of surprised, but there is a connection. Be very similar to a comedian or a speaker on stage, a connection with those people. So
it's kind of like poker.
About.
You can pick out everybody's tell, right?
Yep. Yeah. And some people we've sold real estate to a guy. He said, as long as this pen is in my pocket, I'm bidding. And so he's standing there talking. He's turned away to the side. And you're thinking, we did agree to this, right? Like this week, and then eventually took his pen out and he was done. But the whole time he was bidding with his pen in his pocket.
Yeah.
Wow. So if I may indulge you with, I have what I think is a cool story as a bidder at an auction. So I went to a ephemera auction, which is old school advertising paper product, but there was some Disney stuff. I like Disney for the business aspect of Disney. And I bid on, we have a set here. It's not on display now because we have to decide what we want to put on the walls again. But I have a set of 4 Disney comic books. They're about this dimension. They go this way. And they're very rare. There was 4 4-packs. 3 of the 4 4-packs were up for auction, one of which was Porky Pig Rides the Atom Bomb. It was in that 4-pack, and that's the very rare set. So this other bidder and I, we just go to war on the first one. And it wasn't Porky Pig, but we are just laying it out on the floor. And I get that one. And then it's on for round 2, which was Porky Pig. And I mean, like, it was another, what happened in the first round was tame compared to the second round. So I'm way over my budget at this point. And I finally just say to the auctioneer, I'm like, there's one more, right? One more. There's one more, right? And the auctioneer's like, yes, sir, your bid, in or out, right? He's like on his cadence. And I just repeat that like 4 times to let the guy across the hall know, like, look, dude, you're going to get this one, but I better get that third one. And that's what happened. But holy cow,
slobber knocker.
That guy made some money on me that day. That's for sure. Because I wanted 2, and I really wanted one of them to be the Porky Pig Rides the Atomic Bomb. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of. So I'm sure you've had stories like that.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
He's like, no, Jeff, you're the only crazy person on my.
Here's the thing: people regret what they didn't buy.
Correct.
You don't regret buying those because you were just one bid ahead of somebody else that was buying. So the market created that value. It's I had a similar thing as a Walt Disney railroad poster that was being sold, and it just kept going. I still regret not buying it. I could have found the money to replace, what went over my budget, but I still regret not buying it. So people really regret what they don't buy, not what they buy. You buy it, you enjoy it, but when you miss it, it's gone.
Yeah,
that's interesting. One last comment about the event. If somebody's not able to attend the event but still wants to make a charitable donation to the TLC, how can they do that?
They can simply reach out to Tim or I, or they can actually stop into the Lancaster County Association of Realtors or just send a check right into them.
Okay. With TLC donations. Or
Yes,
note
yeah, they want to make it out to TLC so that the check should be
Okay.
made out to TLC. Yes.
And for what it's worth, if you're watching online or watching the replay, all the links to Tim and Donna are in the show notes. Same thing on the audio podcast to be in the show notes. So you'll be able to connect pretty easily through them to make that donation, which would be fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything else that either of you would like to share about the LCAR or the TLC or the event itself?
It's
One of the
just,
things that I really
go ahead, Tim.
love about, sorry, Donna, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Go for it.
One of the things I really like about this charity is that it is tied to what we do as real estate professionals, because Tenfold TLC is about getting people into homes, even providing assistance on closing costs and lending to help people get into the homes. So it's fun to be part of an event to raise funds for an organization that is tied in to what we do professionally.
Yep, that makes sense. Yep.
yeah, very cool. Donna, anything to add there?
That it's just amazing feeling when you're giving back. It's like you feel like you're doing all this work and the feelings that you get back, and it's more rewarding for you. So if you can come out and help us or donate prior, we will be happy to take that money to get it to TLC. And if you want, you can go on their also their website, and you can see the donations that they're always looking for, because they do have the Veterans Victory House as well. They're always looking for donations for them as well.
Wonderful.
So depending on the time of the year, because there are a lot of families that go through there too. So there are a lot of children at some points in the building.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I guess we have our connection cocktail, which is the fun part, or the funner
part. Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope you've had fun so far.
Last week we had music last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, see, I said that. I didn't even watch my own show, so you just exposed me.
Yeah, I did.
So
That's all right.
all right. So who wants to go first? Donna or Tim?
Ladies first.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, Donna. So what's your favorite thing to do in Lancaster, Donna? And hint, this can be shameless self-promotion if you need it to be.
I love showing houses to people.
Okay.
I do enjoy, doing hiking in Lancaster County, walking around different neighborhoods. I love the farm stands and just visiting different new places that have been opening lately, especially in downtown Lancaster.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vegetable from farm stand?
What's my favorite vegetable? I do like tomatoes.
There you go.
Do you
Wow,
go
see,
to the
that's-
Washington Borough Tomato Festival?
I have not. I've always
Oh.
wanted to, but I've never been in
Yeah.
town at that point.
There you go. I don't know when it is. I just know that it's.
I
the
know
end
it's
of
a
the
huge
summer and
thing.
It's a
Yes.
big deal. Yep. All right. So Tim, same question. Favorite thing to do in Lancaster?
Currently, it is golfing, but not typical golfing. It is mini golfing with my grandsons.
Oh, fun.
I love going out with Jack and Luke and playing mini golf. In fact, I have a tee time for this afternoon.
That's fun.
I don't got.
Don, is it just you and me?
I think so. I feel like they have a little bit of connection issue. Can everyone hear us out there?
Yeah, Houston? Yeah. They're working to come back on here. They're gone. They're going to come back in.
I don't know.
So my favorite vegetable, I also like tomatoes. I have not been to the tomato fest.
That was a scary question. There we are. Hey,
Yeah,
you're back.
So tomatoes, in
Sorry?
case you missed it. Yeah, tomatoes, mini golf. That's it. So, yeah.
Oh, so you're a tomato fan as well?
I do enjoy tomatoes. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at this.
That was some like amazing pedaling there to keep the bike on the track.
Yes.
Way to go, Chris. That was like good. All right. So tomatoes and mini golf. Love it. Very good. Donna, what's your favorite restaurant in Lancaster?
Well, since my husband does cook a lot, we go out sometimes, but I do love going to check out new places in Lancaster. And I do like the Horse Inn in downtown Lancaster.
Okay.
There is also a new Thai place, Chinese place over called Eastern Palace. That's on the opposite side of the city that I really enjoy lately.
I love Thai, but I've not been there. We go to Sukhothai, which is near F&M.
Okay. Yep. Nope. This is out further on Columbia Avenue.
Okay.
Yep. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Tim, same question. Favorite restaurant?
There are so many great restaurants. I do most of my lunches at Core Life. But
Okay.
my current favorite restaurant and the best chicken wings I've had in Lancaster County were at Casey Jones at the Red Caboose Motel.
Oh,
My
good to
grandson's
know.
down there, but Casey Jones, you're eating you're dining in a railroad dining car.
Right.
And my grandsons love it, and food's been great.
Are they bigger wings, smaller wings, medium wings?
They were bigger. I mean, I'm so old. I remember going to Mosby's. Thursdays was $2 wing night. A dozen wings for $2 at Mosby's in Mount Joy.
Not happening
Those
now.
days are gone. Now they're $2.
Yeah, now they're
a piece.
$2. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just great wings at Casey Jones.
So hot wings, death wings, suicide wings. What are you like? You in that
Hot,
scale?
Buffalo hot. Yeah.
Great. All right. Third question.
Right back to Donna. What part of Lancaster do you impart on your friends and family when they're from out of town? Or that's hard. New people moving in now. Good question.
I definitely have my family and friends that have certain farm stands, pretzel places, the jam, the whoopie pies. We usually hit those up, and we have certain locations that we'll always go to when they come to town, or they make me pack up and bring to them whenever I come visit.
My phone's still connected.
I think they stepped out again. I'm not sure,
I
Don. I'm
think
going
so.
to answer the same question. I love
Yeah, go
showing
for
off. I love showing off downtown, but also, the farmland that we have here is incredible. I've always encouraged people, if they've never been to Sight and Sound, it's a tremendous
yes.
experience to attend a performance at Sight and Sound. But I love living here. Of all the, I was in San Diego last week. I love the weather there, but there's no place I'd rather live than right here in Lancaster County.
Right, because you have it's so diverse. You have like so many options of what you want to do. You can go to the farmland, and then all of a sudden you can be in the city. And people don't realize that about Lancaster County, and that is like what is so fun about it.
I was recently talking to a friend. They actually have their friends live in New York City and come here to eat at our restaurants because it is just a wonderful place to live. A lot of great restaurants and experiences, and just driving around. You can go 5 miles out of the city, and it's just beautiful farmland. And that's regardless where you go, or all the the river, the southern end.
Yeah,
a lot of beauty here.
Yep, 100%. Well, listen, thank you so much for participating in our show, being on our show, all the work you do for the Transitional Living Center. We appreciate that. Good luck on the event in late September.
Yes.
If you send us the date, we'll be sure to get that back out. We're doing some new fun stuff with highlights from each show.
Okay.
So get us the date, and we'll include that with that promotional reel that we create. And thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for doing the show.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. I think we need to land this airplane pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're having internet connectivity issues.
Maybe it's the universe rejecting your
Well,
glasses.
no, they made me dizzy, so I'm not going to put them back
Don't do
on.
it again.
We'll just
Should we just spin the prize later and
I think so.
pick
Yeah,
a-
because I
pick a
think
winner?
Yeah, I think we're just having a little bit of problems, so we'll go right through it. We got a lot of people in this
Got a
week,
lot
which
of
is good.
people. Yep.
John Arisman. It's awesome, John. You get to come in and pick some swag, less snore, more cuddle swag. Yes, hold it up together. Demo. Ooh, the Vanna White treatment. Or a restaurant gift card.
To a Lancaster County
To a
restaurant.
Lancaster County restaurant.
Yep.
Congratulations, John. We'll cut this one short because I think we are having some connectivity issues. We'll land the airplane. We'll owe you a Sleep Better tip. We'll owe you a testimonial. Owe you a round. Well, I'll just say the roundup number stands at $188.14. That's where our customers make a little donation on the end of their purchase, kind of like you do at the grocery store when you round up your change. So we've been doing that too, and we match that. So that's what we're up to, giving that money back to local community food banks. So I think on that note, we're going to land the airplane and say goodbye to Lancaster, and we'll see you next week. Take care.